What is up, you guys? Happy Wednesday. I hope you all are doing great. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jazanae. If you are new here, please go over and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified each and every time I upload a video. And welcome. So today I wanted to start a type of series called Wellness Wednesday. What I wanted to do over here was be raw, real, and uncut, especially with this first video. With this first video, I want to let you all know what I've been battling as not only a wife, a mother, but just me in general. I wanted to do it while I was in such high spirits because I know that I can give y'all the real while I'm feeling good, you know. So let's get real for a moment. The raw truth, the raw, the real, the uncut. I was noticing that I have been so codependent on others. And for example is when me and Mark started YouTube, we started BemNemTV. We started it as a couples channel. Well, not really a couples channel, but a couple mukbang channel. And after he went on the road to drive and it was left up to me, I decided not to keep going and pushing through and striving and reaching my full potential with this YouTube thing. And I was like, why did I not just keep it going? I could have, we could have been here. He made the stable money while we get this YouTube on and popping and, doing what we're supposed to be doing. Or another example, nursing school. Some of you know that I was in nursing school and I actually stopped because me being codependent on somebody else that I was going to nursing school with. Me and my mother were going to nursing school together, and she ended up wanting to switch lanes and transferring to a different school. And then I was at the school. Mind you, the school was an hour and 45 minutes away, and I started complaining about the drive. I started complaining about how unprofessional they were, and the thing was, this was their first time being a online based school. Nursing school usually is not online. When you are starting off your nursing career, it's not usually online. It's usually all hands on, in class, and the teachers and all the faculty, just helping you out, in person. And I was just letting anything and everything get in the way of what I was doing because my mom wasn't there anymore. She wasn't there with me anymore. So I came up with every excuse. I always said, oh yeah, y'all, because there was other people complaining about the school. And I was like, yeah, y'all right, blah, 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 blah. And just thinking about stuff like that. And I finally really looked in the mirror and was like, Jazz, you are so codependent on other people to determine your success when God called you to lead. God called you to be a warrior. He called you to be the chief, not one of the Indians. He called you to, be the chef of the kitchen, not the sous chef. You know what I mean? Like, I'm supposed to be doing things and leading, and I was being okay with following instead of leading. And I'm okay enough to admit that. I'm grown enough to admit that, yeah, I was just, stuck with not being able to make things my own. Back when I was younger, I never had to have anybody else doing anything with me in order for me to succeed. And I don't know what happened, what was the shift that caused me to be so codependent on other people. But that was one thing that I did notice about myself. Wellness Wednesdays were, when I first thought of this idea, it was going to be a fitness journey. It was us getting our bodies right and doing the things that we're supposed to be doing. I was gonna say, oh, BemNem fam, let's, do a fitness challenge. If you want to gain this much weight, if you want to lose this much weight, if you want to have better nutrition or whatever, let's do this together and blah, 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 blah. And once I really sat down to actually break down the video of how I wanted to film it and everything like that, I'm like, yo, why do I have to have them do it with me? You know what I mean? Which, doing that style video, nothing is wrong with it, but it just showed me my codependence. It showed me that you're not showing them you can lead. You're only showing them you can only do it when you want to. And then another thing was me not being able to trust myself as far as my decision making. I think that's another thing that happened with my codependence. I feel like I cheated myself out of so many things because I didn't trust that I could do it by myself. And I didn't trust that every decision that I would make would be the perfect decision. And nothing needs to be perfect. We don't need to be perfect. We just need to be right. If we feel good in the moment, do it. I was just in that whole mindset, like, if it feels good for me, I'm gonna do it. If it feels right for me, I'm gonna do it. And so lately I've been picking myself up, doing a lot more writing. In this video, you see me in the beginning reading old letters that I wrote to God. I actually put those letters. I would read a certain scripture in the Bible and I would write him a letter, and I would keep that letter in my Bible, and it would be me praying to him, asking him to, do certain things for me, not materialistically, but within myself. And I noticed that I had strayed away from that. I noticed that I wasn't so big on, writing out my prayers anymore, or just even communicating with God the way I started to when I first got saved. And I was like, I want to get back to that. So in this video, you'll see me writing, and you'll see me getting all of my emotions out on paper, because I notice when I pray, I just seem to pray and I can get distracted so quickly, especially in the midst of praying, especially if I'm praying. Unless I'm in a fervent prayer, I can get so distracted so quick and easy. And I'm like, you know what, when I'm writing it out, every single thought that comes to my mind, I can get it out on that paper. I can just say it on this sheet of paper instead of forgetting what it was while I'm praying. Another thing that I noticed that I did when I'm trying to get back in the groove of the YouTube and making sure that I can give great quality videos, my editing being on point, my transition, everything just being where I really want it to be. I was searching on YouTube how to get your engagement up and how to do this and how to do that. And I'm like, dude, you did that in less than 3 weeks when you first started YouTube. Go back to your own video, listen to yourself. Like, back then, I knew exactly what I was doing. Like, not exactly, I was, trial and error, but it was a success. So I'm like, why listen to other people when you can listen to yourself? Why sit up here and do everything else other people are doing when you know what you want to do? The thing was, I was actually getting discouraged about doing different things on YouTube, because even in that video that I explained on how to gain 3,000 subscribers in less than 3 weeks, I was like, stick to one thing and do this and do that, and then you can, go to different things and try out different things. But when I finally came back saying, well, other people tried to do different type of videos and they wasn't getting as many views as they were, so they had to go back to mukbangs. And I'm like, dude, I'm not anybody else. If I continue to keep on trying to follow other people or not trust myself with the content that I create, not being creative, not letting the Lord work in me and make me to be a creative genius that I know I can be, of course I'ma think, oh, I need to go back to doing what I was doing because I was getting this when I was doing that. No, it's time to get uncomfortable. It's time to break all those chains of you only can do this, you only can do that. No, I can do anything I put my mind to. I can let go, let God, and be free and just love everything that I'm doing. That is the best thing that I can possibly do for myself, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Love what I'm doing and do what I love, because I have children that are looking up to me. I want to be able to let them know, like, y'all, just do what you want to do. Be happy. If it makes you happy in that moment, do it. If it's something that actually lifts your spirit, do it. You don't have to sit up here and be thinking, oh, what will somebody else say or what will somebody else do? Forget all that. you know? Do what you know you can do. Do it. Live your life to the fullest. If God created us all to do the exact same thing, we will all look alike, sound alike, talk alike, think alike, everything. But the reason we are all so different is because he created us to do different things. He created us to be masters of our own destiny. He created us to not only trust and believe in him, but trust and believe in ourselves. As long as we put the work, time, effort, and love, passion into what we're doing, man, everything else will flow. Everything will fall into place just simply because he said it would. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, and as long as you speak life into every situation that you're going through, you will definitely succeed. You will definitely prosper. Nothing can ever get in your way. And in this video, you'll see that I'm burning the letter that I just wrote. And the only reason I'm doing this, and it's not because I remember Mark was like, what was you doing? Why is you burning letters? You doing some voodoo? Like, it's nothing like that whatsoever. But it's a just a visual or physical form of releasing. In that letter that I wrote, it was me stating and telling God that I release all of these negative actions or these things that are hindering me, all of these other type of spirits that are hindering me from being and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I release it all to him. And burning these letters is a physical action that I can take and say, I release this from me. I release this from my mind, my body, my soul. I release it all because I no longer want it to hinder me. Like, I want to be light as a feather. You know, I want to feel like my soul is just, I want to be a place of solace for anybody that comes into contact with me. I want to be a place of just love and compassion when people come in contact with me. So that's the reason why I decided to do this video. That's the reason why I decided to do Wellness Wednesday now. That's the reason why I decided to just let go and let God, because I wasn't letting go enough. I still wanted to be in control of stuff, but wasn't in control of it at all, if that makes sense. I want to be a house of love, and where I can find happiness and peace, and I want to find it within myself. I don't want to look towards anything else but me and God being the most important, and him being in the forefront of my life. That is the only place I want to find peace and happiness. I hope this video gave you some insight on not only me, but some insight on yourself as well. Just let's do some self-reflection. It's time to reflect in this transition of life that we're going through. If you're losing people that you thought you would be with, whether it be any relationship that you're in, whether it be friendships or a companion, if you're starting to lose those people, don't think of it as a loss, but as a gain. Think of it as that relationship just wasn't right for me anymore. It didn't fit me anymore. It wasn't meant for us to be on this road together forever. Where I'm going, they can't go, and where they're going, I can't go. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with anyone and everyone on all of your social media platforms to let them know what we do over here. Don't forget to come back for another video. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified each and every time I upload. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.